This is CHSTV News.
Good morning, Cathedral. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Sophia with your morning announcements for Tuesday, October 25th.
It's our second day into homecoming week. For more information on the events taking place this week, here's Mel and Emerson.
Good morning, Gales. First off, thanks to everyone who made a spirit wear order. We hope you like it, and we can't wait to see you sporting it this Friday for our Spirit Wear Day. Any students who were absent or who have period 1 spare or co-op can pick up their order from Ms. Marazzo in guidance.
Thanks to everyone who participated in ping pong yesterday. Today you can participate in the Oreo and Milk Challenge in the cafeteria.
Today is also the very last day to purchase a Halloween dance ticket. The dance is tomorrow night, and no tickets are sold tomorrow or at the door. Today we are selling tickets from the cafeteria. Don't forget that there are prizes for best costumes for male, female, couple, and group.
One other event that Student Council is holding is the annual Dress Up Your Teacher Assembly. Next Monday at the end of period 1, classes will be called down to the forum to check out some amazing costumes.
All period 1 teachers and their classes are invited to participate in this event. If you didn't already receive a sign-up form, please pick up one from the staff room. Please submit your form to a student council member or advisor by Thursday. We are looking forward to hosting this awesome cathedral tradition once again.
Now back to homecoming. All this week, you can make signs that you can use during our homecoming football game this Friday. But Friday's football game aren't the only games that we want you to go to. Take a look at all the home games taking place this week and make sure you are there to cheer. Our girls on to victory.
All day light, all night light, on the blue light, on fist light, defense light, his squad light, house call light, in the sound light, in the sound light, in the sound light.
Welcome back. The annual Take Our Kids to Work Day will take place on Wednesday, November 2nd. Spend the day with a parent, relative, neighbor, or a family friend learning about the skills required in the world of work. All grade 9 students are required to fill in and return the consent forms to your period 1 teacher prior to the November 1st deadline. If there are students who are having trouble finding a placement for Take Our Kids to Work Day, the City of Hamilton is willing to take 3 lucky Cathedral students. The following is a list of placements available, and they are on a first-come, first-served basis. You could spend November 2nd at the Public Health Office, the Mayor's Office, the Recreation Department, a nursing placement, the Public Works and Light Rail Transit Center, or the Small Business Center. See Mr. Felice as soon as possible if you are interested in these placements.
Honor roll students that did not attend the ceremony last Wednesday night are asked to pick up their certificate in the main office as soon as possible. The yearbook committee is reminded of their meeting today after school. There will be a diversity meeting tomorrow after school in room 328. New members are always welcome. And today's game club meeting is canceled. See you next Tuesday. Thanks from Mr. LaRocque.
Attention students who attended the Pathways to Education presentation last week in the forum. Please return your registration package to any Pathways worker in the library on your lunch. Don't miss the opportunity to become part of this great program. And students interested in receiving lunchtime tutoring in math, English, or science, please come to room 206 to sign up. Senior students are also welcome. And all students are invited to participate in yoga tomorrow after school in the Wellness Studio. Thanks from Mrs. McHugh.
The Cathedral boys hockey team will be holding their tryouts for the 2016-2017 season beginning next Tuesday, November 1st at 3:30 p.m. at the Pat Quinn Parkdale Arena. There will be a second tryout on Thursday, November 3rd at 3:30 p.m. at the Pat Quinn Parkdale Arena as well. All interested players are asked to bring both a dark and a white jersey to each of these tryouts. Any player not able to make these tryouts are to see Coach Toole sometime this week. Thank you from Coaches Toole, Muley, and Chafe. And speaking of hockey, any girls interested in playing hockey for Cathedral, please come to room 206 tomorrow at 2:30. All playing levels are invited. Thank you from Mrs. Dort.
And lastly, there's a junior boys basketball tryout on Thursday at 5 o'clock. And now I'll pass it over to Mr. Lawler, who has information about lockdown procedures.
Good morning, Cathedral. And actually, I'm going to make two announcements to you today. That's about lockdown procedures and also about tomorrow night's Halloween dance. So I do ask, I know that the announcements have gone a little bit long today, but I ask that teachers in our classrooms, if our classes look like they've been dissuaded from paying attention to the announcements, please do take a moment to get them refocused for announcements here. So firstly, our lockdown information. In the last week or so, Mr. Tribuco and the studio crew have been playing our lockdown announcement, and so you will see that again tomorrow as well. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning will be our lockdown drill. We are required to do one of these lockdown drills once a semester. So I'd like you just to keep in mind some of the following highlights that you've seen in the videos in the last couple of weeks, and I would also like to highlight a couple of new procedures for you as well. So you know that a lockdown is generally defined by police as the restriction of movements within a school. And generally it's called if an intruder has come into the building and is threatening the safety of the members of the school. If you see an intruder or danger occurring in the building, we ask that you come and you report that to the main office as quickly as possible. If not possible, then we ask you to report it to the closest adult and for that adult to report to the main office by phone. Let's highlight a couple of our areas in the school that either are difficult to lock down or most popularly locked down. First of all, the classroom. So if you are in a classroom, you find yourself in a classroom when a lockdown bell comes on, which is the siren you've been hearing in the videos, you're going to lock down immediately. And that includes locking the door, turning out the lights, covering the window if possible. And this is a new and a reoccurring procedure, but you're going to cover the window if it is possible, and you're going to move to the area of the room that makes you least visible from the window that you see in the door or the windows outside. If you're in a larger area and a more difficult area, such as the hallways or the washrooms, we ask that you retreat immediately to a classroom. If you are stuck in a washroom, we ask that you retreat to the furthest away stall and lock yourself in. Students that are outside of the school, if you do hear the lockdown bell going, we ask that you do not enter the school, you move as far away as possible, and please do not use your cell phones throughout the school. That means those that are locked down in the school and those that are out of the school, as it does interfere with police communication. Those that are in the cafeteria, you know that when you lock down, you are dismissing from the cafeteria immediately. You're evacuating through the doors, through the field, and moving as far away from the building as possible. And then lastly, those in the gymnasium, another one of our larger areas, you are trying to make your way as quickly as possible to the change rooms where you'll lock down there. Once again, our lockdown will be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. It's something that you'll see at the beginning of your Period 2 class. We ask for your cooperation tomorrow morning by making sure that you move from Period 1 to 2 as quickly as possible. We will begin the lockdown as soon as Period 2 begins. Secondly, I'd like to talk to you about tomorrow's Halloween dance. So once again, our annual Halloween dance has been a very popular dance here at Cathedral High School. Once again, I hear ticket sales are going very, very well. I want you to appreciate the fact that your student council has given you a Halloween dance. The Halloween dance does not run at many schools. Many schools do not want to partake in a Halloween dance. They don't buy the tickets for it. They don't have as energetic as a student council as you have that has launched a great Halloween event. So we do encourage you to purchase the last of the tickets that we see today, and I believe today is the last day for ticket sales. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., the doors will open for the Halloween dance. We open our front doors of the building, that's on Wentworth Street, in order to enter in, and we ask that you keep the following reminders keep them close to your heart as you are planning for your costume and so on. First of all, please remember that no one will be admitted to the dance if they have been using drugs or alcohol. We will be contacting your parents, sending you home immediately, and there will be serious consequences to follow. Second of all, please do not bring anything that will resemble a weapon or is an inappropriate costume, whether it's theme or it's just the nature of the costume. And we remind you that there are no masks that can be worn at the Halloween dance either. Come dressed appropriately. Remember that it will be cold outside. You will be waiting outside at the end of the night and also as you are in line. And of course, we don't want to see you advertising inappropriate messages, themes, or so on your costumes. Make good choices at the dance. Make sure to act in a way that is respectful and responsible towards all. Remember that we will have security at tomorrow's night's dance, and we ask you that you respect them just as you would any other adult in the building. Once again, the dance begins at 7. It ends at 10 p.m. We ask that you make sure that parents are picking you up at 10 p.m. at the Wentworth Street entrance for dismissal at that point in time. Have a great day, Cathedral.
Thanks, sir. And those are all of your announcements for today, Cathedral. A happy birthday goes out to Katerina Rocha and Beyonce Gonzalez from all of your friends. Have a great day.
Now put your hands up in the club. You just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and now you want to trip. 'Cause another